Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Ako po si Miss Rose ng Soaping Tagalog 101 and thank you for visiting my YouTube channel and watching this video. This soap making video is all about the making of Glutamansi Soap with baking soda version 2.0 because I have the other first version of making Glutamansi Soap with baking soda uploaded a year ago. So if you want to watch it, you can also watch that. So this Glutamansi soap with baking soda is an upgraded one, which is I use more ingredients. So you're seeing a while ago two, or I mean to say three oils that I use in making this soap. The coconut oil, the shea butter, and the avocado oil. Since this is a Glutamansi soap, so I have glutathione powder. And also I have a while ago that you saw is a zest of a lime or calamansi. I'm using a fragrance oil which is called aloe vera fragrance oil. The first version I use the coconut verbena. Both are very good. They don't discolor and also they don't accelerate. So all of our hard oils, the shea butter and coconut oil was already liquefied. And I've added avocado oil as well. So I use the steam of the I use the steam to liquefy my hard oils. So you're seeing right now is the glutathione powder. So I have to liquefy it with distilled water, and so I use only like 1 ounce of distilled water to liquefy this powder. So my ingredients I prepared a day prior to making this video, so it's protected with a shrink wrap. Not shrink wrap, I mean to say plastic wrap. Okay, and this is the zest of a lime, so it's already dried up because as I've said, I prepared my ingredients prior to making this video. So it's good if your fresh ingredient is some of your fresh ingredients is already dried up, especially that zest of lime. I do have baking soda, of course. Then this is an aloe vera juice. I like to put an aloe vera in all of my products, in all of my soap, because it's proven it's good for the skin. So and this is a lime juice, calamansi juice, or calamansi juice. So I use only a little amount, but it's good enough for this amount of soap butter. And the fresh calamansi juice, it came from it's fruit. It's not from already made already. So, and this is the fragrance oil. So it's again it's aloe vera fragrance oil. I will be listing my ingredient except the measurement and also the link where you can buy it. This is my sodium hydroxide. Okay. I bought it from Essential Depot. It's a food grade line. This is my water and I call it chamomile water. I used chamomile tea and then boil the water. So I called it chamomile water. I believe on the chamomile. Chamomile is soothing for the skin. So that's why I added chamomile tea. So for the preparation, you're seeing right now is that I am going to add pour the sodium hydroxide into the water, not the other way around. I like the sodium hydroxide. This sodium hydroxide is really fine. As far as I understand, Essential Depot is the only company who sell food grade lye. Well, yeah, probably there's a lot of company out there, but because their website or their company is in line with soap making, so I bought sodium hydroxide from them. So my water discolored because, of course, of the chamomile tea. If you wanted to follow this video, you can make this soap for your personal use. I added more ingredients. I added more oils because I don't want the soap to be drying. My first version of Glutamansi soap, I use only one oil, which is coconut oil. That's just a bit drying, but I use 20% of super fat on it. So, but the first version, I do not recommend it to use on the face. So, yeah, try this second version. I'm adding right now the aloe vera into the lye solution. You can add the aloe vera juice or aloe vera liquid into the lye solution or straight directly to your soap butter. I discounted my water because aloe vera liquid. Aloe vera is also, I use aloe vera liquid. It is considered a part of the liquid content in a soap calculator. So this is the the glutathione powder. I use 1 ounce of distilled water to liquefy the powder. I just have to mix it and just like that. Glutathione powder is very expensive, so I really don't know. If you're going to ask me, I really don't know how much glutathione I have to put in the soap butter. So I just decided that this is the amount of glutathione powder that I have to use for the amount of oils that I'm using. So this part is the baking soda. I wanted to liquefy it using a distilled water as well. I think I've used about 2 ounces of distilled water. By the way, the temperature of my oil is a bit high. It's not in room temperature. Probably because I liquefy the hard oil. The temperature of this oil is about 100 Fahrenheit. And also the temperature of my lye solution is about the same. So you just have to mix after pouring the lye solution to um, the oil. You just have to mix it thoroughly. This soap butter turns into a thicker soap butter. I actually like a bit of medium trace, but this part, I mean to say, this soap is in a thicker side of soap butter. The reason why, because my oil in my lye solution is the temperature is a bit high. Now I am adding the baking soda. So again, mix it thoroughly. And I am now adding the zest of calamansi, a skin of calamansi or lime. I use only a little amount of it. I just wanted to have a different texture on my on this glutamansi soap with baking soda. This soap was trending in the market a year ago. I think a lot of people are still buying this type of soap, but I do actually recommend when you buy this type of soap from a different seller. I recommend not to use it in your face, especially if they don't declare the ingredients of the soap. So use it for body only. While this soap, I will declare the ingredients of this, but not the measurement. But I can tell you that you can use it for paste also. I mean to say the other ingredients that I have the first version, because it's only one oil. I do not recommend it to use for your paste. I use also 10% 10% of super fat on this one. The first version I used 20% super fat. This is adding now the lime juice. I always interchange, I mean lime or calamansi. Some people doesn't know the word calamansi at all. This is the term in the Philippines. So if you're not familiar what this calamansi is, it's a lime. This is the portion where I'm pouring now that glutathione powder. I was so worried about the my soap butter. Look at my soap butter. I felt like the oil is floating more. It's just like a gelatin. My soap butter is just like a gelatin, and I was worried about that because I feel like I added more oils than having enough of sodium hydroxide, but actually it's not. The soap turns to really good soap. What I mean really good soap is that you'll see from the of course it's already on the beginning and at the end of the video. The soap really turns uh, well. It's gelled and it's the soap water solidify. Because the aloe vera fragrance oil, this is an aloe vera fragrance oil now that I'm putting. It doesn't accelerate and doesn't discolor, and that's how I like it. Oops, I wasted some fragrance oil there. And fragrance oils is really expensive too. The reason why I use fragrance oil because a lot of people really wanted some smell on some fragrance in their soap. Most of the time now while making this soap, I'm using my spatula to mix my soap butter because I am avoiding too much bubbles. At first, actually, it's got a lot of bubbles, and then I get to just get rid of that electric hand mixer. That's the one causing the bubbles from the very beginning. And I've been mixing it with my hand. Just beautiful white. I don't, I did not put any color at all, any coloring. No titanium dioxide also. So I'm going to, in this next procedure is I'm pouring the soap butter. So when do you decide that it's enough or you have to stop mixing the soap butter? You'll feel it. I feel it that oops, this is already okay. This is good enough. Natural color, no titanium dioxide, no other soap colorant. Sorry. I actually dislike to have my soap butter thickens like this, but somewhat I was able to manage it. Okay, I'm just gonna do tuck tuck to even the soap butter. I don't know what's the English of tuck tuck is. So we soap makers doesn't want to waste soap butter, so we wanted to pour everything into the soap mold. I'll be making my next project, which is sake berry soap. I have this soap before, the sake berry soap. Um, I use a sake, which is a Japanese rice wine. I use sake rice alcohol. Whatever you call it, they call it sake. So, and I'll be twisting a little bit of ingredients, so that's gonna be my next soap, sake berry soap. I'm gonna be using blueberry juice. I'm just flattening the soap butter, but I'm going to do something about it. Later you'll see it. Okay. So, by the way, this soap mold came from Nurture Soap. They're out of stock. I like the sizes of their soap mold. So I'm just cleaning the side actually. I don't want any soap butter. Yeah, I mean I don't want any soap butter, excess soap butter in the silicone mold. What am I saying? I'm just cleaning. I'm just cleaning this the side of the soap mold. So I use the spoon to just drag the soap butter to the center, just like that. It's quite amusing, by the way, doing it. A lot of soap makers were doing this type of design on top. Um, so I tried to use the same, can I say it, technique, but design. So and it's pretty. Be sure that when you do this, this using a spoon to design the top of the soap butter, uh, your soap butter should be thick. Okay. And here you go. See how white it is, even without using titanium dioxide, natural colorant. The next is we're going to cut the soap. This is after 24 hours, by the way. I actually have to, this is the following morning. I'm ready to go to work and I just decided to cut the soap because I use more coconut oil. I mean, I use more hard oils. And I thought like if I don't cut it now and wait until I get home, the soap is going to be really hard. I might have difficulty of cutting the soap. So I just decided that around probably before I leave to go to work, I just cut the soap. It gelled on the center, but that is okay. It's so bright. My camera is so bright. This soap cotton is came from soap. I mean to say for crafts sake. So when I first started my soap making adventure, I'm very how do you call that? I dream about everything big. So even though I just started making soap, I wanted just like I need commercial soap cutter. I need commercial anything that's commercial. I need anything that is big. So and it is very helpful. See how the soap turns really beautiful. It gels inside, but it is okay. It will go away. The size of the soap, because of the soap cutter size is more than 1 inch. Anyway, and that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.